What does paradise look like to you? For two local men, it's a charming, flower-filled plot of land in Portland's Woodstock neighborhood. Those two talented, creative men took the land and built their own heaven on earth from the ground up, and they call it Lonesomeville. Our Molly Reel stopped by to learn more about it. Can't wait to hear, Molly.
Yeah, Steph, this is something everyone should go see. Now, Lonesomeville is Wayne and Danny's home, and like you said, Steph, nearly everything on the property they built. And while it's their home, they've also opened it up to visitors as a charming little inn. So why do they call this little pocket of paradise Lonesomeville? I found out. Wayne, a lot of people spend their lives trying to find their paradise or trying to save up enough money to go visit paradise. You have built paradise for yourself right here in Portland, haven't you?
Thank you. Yeah, I think we have. It's only taken us 35 years, but I think we actually have.
And an ongoing project, isn't it?
It is always an ongoing project, just like life.
So let's start with the name.
Okay.
Lonesomeville.
Correct.
For many, that sounds, well, lonely, but
Yes.
for you, paradise.
Yes. Well, it's just that, the world just seems crazy to us. Selfies, reality programming, that sort of stuff. So we feel like we live in Lonesomeville population too, and it just seems like a happy word to me.
So what is Lonesomeville? There's a lot going on this property.
It's kind of evolved in 30 years, so it's hard to explain, I think. We're designers at our essence. We design gardens and houses. We branched out to pottery and paintings, and we had a lot of patrons and clients that wanted to come and look at the pottery and paintings, but they really had no place to stay, so we put in a little inn for people to stay if they want to completely check out from the rest of the world.
So tell me, when you first bought this property, what was it and how have you built it into what it is now?
The house was condemned. Its appraised value was $14,000, and the entire acre was nothing but car parts and blackberries.
We're looking at these different buildings, the barn and the house, and you built all of it. You are a carpenter.
Correct.
This is your creation.
Correct.
And all the furniture inside, that's you and Danny, right?
Right. There was once a barn in this spot at the turn of the century that burned down and decided, the old house deserves to have a barn back.
You go onto this property, you just feel good. You want to stay here. And you were saying that's kind of the point. You don't want to travel.
No.
You want to be happy right where you are.
Yes, I'm like a cheap suit. I don't travel well. Danny and I both wanted to create a place where, from our perspective, everything's perfect. From the coffee in the morning, to the music you'll listen to the bedding that's just everything. Just everything is perfect.
You can also come and shop here, so tell me about that.
We have a big spring sale every year, and then people make appointments and come by. We have a showroom here that they can see.
To go back to, you built paradise right where you live. What is there to be said about not having to go out and find it, but creating it?
Well, I think that if you create it, you always have it. This gives me peace and joy and quiet, and that's kind of what I gravitate towards, and it's sort of hard to find out there.
What makes this place paradise to you?
Everything. We have been lucky enough to just be able to close our eyes and imagine what we want paradise to look like, and then build it.
Every little pocket here makes you feel happy.
I think that's very true. It's really meant to just be a place where you can just check out, just forget the world exists.